Despite shaky financial circumstances around the globe in 2020, there's still a reassuringly healthy profit to be made on the secondary market for luxury timepieces. While 2020 may have been fraught with uncertainty, it's reassuring to know that luxury watches still make for ideal investment opportunities. Over the past 12 months, prices in some of the world's most stable shares and commodities have fluctuated wildly. Yet the humble timepiece keeps on ticking on an upward trajectory. In this video, we're going to focus on the best Rolex watches for investment in 2021 and beyond.
We hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, follow our Instagram at Chrono Hunter for daily updates. Chrono Hunter is the smart way to buy or sell a luxury watch. Simply visit www.chronohunter.com, enter the details of the watch to receive multiple offers from our network of reputable watch retailers.
Number 1. Rolex Submariner date 116610LN. The Submariner is one of Rolex's most iconic and therefore most sought-after series. The Submariner has evolved rather steadily since its inception in 1955, and the 116610LN, first released in 2010, combines a classic dial with a modern movement. After a somewhat turbulent first quarter impacted upon by the unprecedented arrival of quarantine measures in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic, the Rolex Submariner was valued at lows of £8,100. However, before the first quarter of the year had come to a close, secondary market prices for this model had jumped to £9,800, eventually reaching highs of £11,800 in the last quarter of 2020. For an investor in early 2020, this represents a gross profit margin of over 31%. If current trends are to continue, it looks like those investing now can expect to see even further profits throughout 2021 and beyond. Number 2. Rolex Submariner date Hulk 116610LV. Production on the Rolex Submariner date 116610LV was discontinued as of September 2020. As can be expected, discontinued models tend to appreciate in value, and the Hulk was certainly no exception. During the first quarter of 2020, the Rolex Submariner date Hulk could be purchased via the Chrono Hunter network for as little as £10,900. September's announcement had a hugely positive impact on its value. By the end quarter of 2020, the Hulk was capable of fetching a staggering £17,500, proof positive of the investment power of luxury timepieces. Its discontinuation towards the end of the year is undoubtedly going to spark an upward trend in its value throughout the following years too. Number 3. Rolex GMT Master 2 Batgirl 126710BLNR. Making its debut in 2019, the Rolex Batgirl has since gone on to become one of the most sought-after timepieces in recent years. On the secondary market, horologists are happy to join months-long waiting lists to get their hands on this iconic timepiece. One of the main reasons behind the demand for the Batgirl being so high on the secondary market is because Rolex doesn't release many of these models at a time. The waiting list for brand new models direct from the manufacturer is already painfully high, which means many enthusiasts will instead seek out pre-owned watches in mint condition. Those looking to offload a Batgirl at the beginning of 2020 could expect to have received £9,500 on the secondary market, with prices offered rising to highs of £11,500 towards the end of the year. Proof positive that holding on to your investment for a little while longer can reap dividends in the end. Number 4. The Rolex Daytona Panda 116500LN. Modern versions of the Daytona are often a source of frustration for keen Rolex collectors. This is because the brand only releases a highly limited supply, making the Daytona one of its most sought-after models. With the Daytona range, the Panda, reference 116500LN, has proven to be a rather decisive hit, and it's easy to see why. Firstly, it looks amazing. However, as an investment, it made for an ideal choice in 2020, and looks set to be a money spinner during 2021 and beyond. At the beginning of last year, a Rolex Daytona Panda 116500LN would have set you back £19,800. However, with prices picking up by the final quarter of 2020, the exact same model had reached highs of £23,000, a gross profit increase of 13.91%. We're sure you'll agree that that's a smarter investment than simply letting your money stagnate in the bank. While there may have been a very slight and temporary dip in the luxury watch market at the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic, by the end of 2020, figures were up almost 14% on the previous year. Proof positive that not even major global financial issues can impact upon the value of Rolex watches. A Rolex isn't simply a bunch of ones and zeros on a screen. It's a highly personal investment which can be cherished in the home or on the wrist. There's never been a better time to invest in a luxury timepiece. And there's no better place to start than Chrono Hunter.
Chrono Hunter is the smart way to buy or sell a luxury watch. Simply visit www.chronohunter.com, enter the details of the watch to receive multiple offers from our network of reputable watch retailers.